out of the case. Thank you. Oh my god. Imagine this going right in. Look at that. Alright. Welcome back. Welcome back to Melly Loves Death Metal. We are listening to a new EP that comes out this Friday, so tomorrow. No, 2 days from now. Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah. On Horror, Pain, Gore, Death, HPGD Productions. Caesarean, Wretched Decrepitude. So I just put up a review of this on my page yesterday, mellylovesdeathmetal.com. No, the band did not tell me to do this. I had this on pre-order. It came this week. I've been listening to the promo of it from HPGD. This is fantastic. So if you're a fan of, obviously, Carcass and Exhumed and then Hemorrhage, you're going to really enjoy this. This is like a death grinding, thrashy style of EP. The band is from Philly. Really, really good stuff. Going to be one of the in the rotation for a while now. Artwork done by Dahmer Art, Carl Dahmer, amazing artist. Check him out. I've said in a couple videos ago that I'm going to try to commission him probably next week when I get paid to do some stuff for me. So yeah, welcome back. That's what's playing in the background. I'll link in the description where you can find it. Go read my review. I'm turning it down just a tiny bit because it seems like it's really loud. So I have a very, very short, brief video today. I have 3 records here, but I'm probably only going to talk about one because I still have several new ones coming in that I want to just do a whole vinyl collection update. But I got one in yesterday, and shout out to Nicholas Cooprider who tipped me off on this because I didn't see that it had been released on Hell's Headbangers. But I got this in, Disgorge Demo Impalement. Now, this is a bootleg that I purchased off of Hell's Headbangers, and yes, it is a Reek of Death bootleg. And if you guys know who Reek of Death are, Reek of Death Records, they have been pressing these for many years. But what makes this so different is that a lot of these Reek of Death pressings are live boots, and not necessarily direct boots from albums or demos or anything like that. That's what makes a difference. So some of these Reek of Death records, I've purchased a lot of these and then I've sold them off, shortly after because I didn't ever think that I would actually listen to them again. They sounded okay and they were live pressings and whatever else and direct from the soundboard and stuff like that. So Slayer, Black Sabbath, Cannibal Corpse, those are some of the ones that I bought Deicide in the past. But I ended up selling them off just because they're expensive bootlegs, not too expensive, $30. That's actually not too bad. Of course, the landscapers are now outside. You guys got to start off right when I'm recording. It is, anyway. But this is direct demos. So they probably found some original recordings or just somebody had the actual demo tapes and they just ripped them right to the vinyl because it sounds fucking phenomenal. It sounds good. It sounds like an official pressing. It's not an official pressing though. So Disgorge is, if you're not familiar, is a brutal death metal band from the US. This is not Disgorge from Mexico, the gore grind band. This is by far one of the absolute best brutal death metal bands ever. And their first album, Cranial Impalements, is one of my all-time favorite death metal albums, or brutal death metal albums, whatever. So funny that they called it Demo Impalement because it is their first 2 demos, so it's a comp. It is Cognitive Lust Mutilation, of Mutilation, which came out in 1992, and then Demo 1995. I realized when I did my demos video a couple weeks ago, and this is why I hate doing those videos because for whatever reason I always miss something. These should have been on that list. At least one of these. At least Demo 1995, because that's the first time I ever heard of this band. So yeah, I was super pumped. A friend of mine on Instagram shot me a message, hey, I don't know if you saw this, but Hell's Headbangers released it, and then go grab a copy, and I did as soon as I saw it. So this one is on Red, which of course I just clicked whatever was available on Hell's Headbangers. There might be other color variants I don't remember, but I know that this is still available. This was only $25. Actually, let me make sure that's right. I'm pretty sure it was cheaper than most of the Reek of Death pressings that have come out. Like my Slayer one, I spent like $50 on it because I bought it off of eBay, and of course it was overpriced then. So yeah, $25. I was right. Disgorge. And there are colors. There's red and there's clear with blue splatter, which I think Justin actually showed off on his video today, but it looks like that's no longer available. But red is still available, so grab this. So it looks like this was, what are the limitations on this? Limited to only 250 splatter vinyl, which is sold out, and then 250 red vinyl. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty limited. So yeah, grab these, which means, and if you're into vinyl pressings and you understand like how pressing a vinyl works, usually smaller limitations are better for sound quality because the stamper doesn't go so far or whatever else. But anyway, that's nerdiness that we don't need to talk about. So yeah, Disgorge Demo Impalement. Two of the best brutal death metal demos I think ever put out. This is one of the best brutal death metal bands ever to exist, in my honest opinion. They are no longer active anymore, and all of their albums are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And sadly, I only own one of them on physical format. It's a CD, and that is Parallels of Infinite Torture, which is their final album that came out in 2005. If you go to Discogs and you look up Cranial Impalement, there are, I can't remember the label, but there's, holy shit, that's loud. There's a cassette tape and a CD that had been recently put out, but those are super expensive. I mean, the cassette tape is like $15. I don't even know like if it's an official release or anything like that, but if I wanted like the OG CD or anything like that, it's super expensive. So this is one of those bands where they definitely need more repress love, or people like trying to get the licenses to do reissues. So again, I'm not a huge like bootleg fan, and I rarely ever talk about them on here and show them off or promote them. I've done a couple of times in the past. Like I mentioned, the Reek of Death pressings, I don't always hold on to them, and they're massive collective items. Like people go crazy for them. So yeah, this one though was mandatory for me. I was super excited. So it's funny because the album cover is Cranial Impalement, but instead of the knife going into his head, it's a brick. So I thought that was funny. So yeah, go grab this if you're looking for this. It's good. I mean, I'm keeping it. I'm happy I have it. Like I said, it sounds phenomenal. Each demo is on each side of the record, obviously. So it's very nicely pressed. A nice glossy, thick jacket. There's no like printed inner sheet or anything like that. It doesn't go into that detail. But if somebody were to reissue this, a really nice reissue would be good. A really nice jacket with like a zine style booklet and like the collages and talking in depth about the demos and stuff like that. So hopefully someday we'll get a nice blessing of that. So yeah, Disgorge, check this out. Hell's Headbangers. Like I said, I do have two other records here, and I guess I will talk about them very briefly. And so I guess you could say this is a pretty small collection update, but I did show this off in a video previously. Was it last week? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about this. This is Ritual Mass's new album, Cascading Misery, that just came out last week on $20 spin. The album cover is incredibly dark, but it exists. Trust me. I also wrote a review on this on mellylovesdeathmetal.com, and I am absolutely fucking obsessed with this album. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I really enjoyed the like single that came out when I pre-ordered this. I'm familiar with Ritual Mass. Like I really enjoyed their EP that they put out, Abhorred in the Eyes of God, that came out back in 2019, and I really enjoyed that, but I kind of forgot that they existed. And then here they come with Cascading Misery on $20 spin. It's a band out of Pittsburgh, and just simply fucking the heaviest and crushing album to come out this year. I mean, it is so suffocating in terms of that, like, very cavernous, dark crushingness, but there's amazing guitar like riffage on here, and just the vocal style is very unique in that you really cannot like, it's not very prominent throughout the whole entire album, and but it's super just low, guttural, and evil sounding. But yeah, just a fucking phenomenal album. Oh my god! And this is the first time that like 20 Bucks Spin, besides Corpus Awful, has released something this year that I've been raving about. Like previous years, it's been like almost every pressing that they've released. But yeah, this one not so much. So Greg Wilkinson recorded this or produced it. So there you go. That monumental sound of Greg Wilkinson is on here. Here's the printed inner sheet. There you go. And then there was this, obviously, 20 Bucks Spin pressing. There were several color copies of this. I got this one, which I thought went really well with the album cover, even though the album cover is so goddamn dark and you can't see it. So yeah, I don't think that this has sold out either. I think this is going to be a little bit of a sleeper, to be honest with you. I don't know. I haven't seen a whole lot of excitement yet, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't been paying much attention, but just crushing. The album artwork is done by Eric Vaughn. I can't even. Oh, there's my dog barking now. It's going to be a very annoying ass video, guys. I'm sorry with all of the sounds going on in the background. But yeah, check this out. It is definitely, like I said, very heavy and soul crushing. Like, there is not a single happy thing about this album whatsoever. I mean, that is basically, you're in a dark abyss, a dark void while you're listening to this album. But it is so captivating as soon as it like clicked with me immediately. As soon as that first like riff started on the guitar, I was like, oh fuck yes, this is gonna be so good. So I've been completely obsessed with this ever since I got it. So just really truly awesome stuff. Also, I forgot to like update my camera software to show like my room, but I found some flags that I've had forever. So I'm going to start hanging them over my closet, because I literally never open that closet. It's just a storage closet. It's literally just things that we probably could get rid of. It's books, mostly books. It's mostly books in my DVD collection that I just don't have anywhere to put. So yeah, you're going to see some flags in the background. I'm finally hanging up some flags. I always buy them and I don't do anything with them. So I'm finally trying to find a space for them. I actually bought that Death Atlas one, years ago at a cattle concert, and then I finally got the Army Green shirt in from Indie Merch yesterday. This was a line that they did, and they just did a black on black. Just awesome. I love Cattle Decapitation. You guys know that. So anyway, kind of just got off a little bit on there, but the next thing I want to talk about is another reissue comp that I got through Headsplit Records, but this was pressed on Extremely Rotten Productions, and that is Moiskus with their EP, whatever that is said, and then on the other side is their other what is this called again? Idiomorphic Practices, their other EP on here. So yeah, this originally I think came out. Did this originally come out on Headsplit Records a while back? But they've now made it into a comp. Extremely Rotten Productions pressed this. So yeah, Headsplit has this. Oh, it's a split release. Okay, so there we go. Extremely Rotten Headsplit. This is available now on Headsplit Records. So yeah, if you're not familiar with Moiskus, so this is a band that I know from Life After Death, because Life After Death pressed some of their stuff on cassette tape a while back, a long time ago, back in 2020 era. And this is a brutal death metal, like grinding brutal death metal band. Very disgusting, as you can see, but very fun at the same time. Definitely not like a daily listen for me, that's for sure, but I do really enjoy this, especially when I'm in the mood for this style of music. This is not for the faint of heart of a lot of people that I know who watch this video, so I will not be surprised if you say you're not a fan of this, because it is very much an acquired listen, because it's super brutal death metal, and then there's like that gore grind. I can't even do the vocal, I don't know why I tried. But yeah, and then it comes on this, like, I got the blobby blob, is what I like to call it, the neon green with the blob in the middle. I I think there's a couple of other color variants. So yeah, this is, I like it a lot. In fact, I think Jeff over at Medicant, you'll probably really, really enjoy this. I mean, I could see Simon, I could see you having this and just going, eh, when you talk about it in a vinyl collection update, whenever you get your Extremely Rad Productions package that you have over there. I don't know if you ordered this or not. I can't remember if you said, but yeah, really fun band. They're from Ohio, so yeah, it's that Ohio death metal scene. And I don't know, they haven't come out with anything in a long time, so I don't know if they're working on any more stuff, but it's a 3-piece, yeah, Moiskus. That's pretty much all I have to say. So that was my very brief vinyl collection update to today. Check out this, link in the description, read my review on MelanieLovesDeathMetal.com, Hell's Headbangers, MelanieLovesDeathMetal.com review on this. And then the Moiskus is a Head Split Records if you're in the US, or Extremely Rotten Productions. That's all I have. The members giveaway is still active. I'm not pulling the winner until this Sunday, so you have several more days to, 1, become a member, or 2, if you're a member, entering into that video, giving away some stuff. This is the September one, and then October will be coming in a couple of weeks. It's crazy to think how time is flying by. So that's it. I will see you guys in the next one.